Okay, let's see what we have here. All right, so the first thing that I see here is the Three of Swords in reverse. Ouch. Okay, so let's take a look at this, Sag. What is going on with you all right about now? Okay, because when we have the Three of Swords, this has to do with a loss, sorrow, some type of heartbreak or pain, all right? But when this is in the reverse position as it is right now, this is talking about some type of upset or some drama or some quarrels going on around you, all right? But there is a little bit of a positive note when it comes to this, because it gives it gives the tone of release. Okay, it's time to release some of the confusion or the pain that you've been going through, and it's like almost needing to express this, almost needing to vent about this, so that the people around you can understand what it is that you're going through, what it is that you need. So if you have been having somewhat of some drama or quarrels going on around you or that you're involved in, you might feel the need to express some of these feelings that you're having. And through this venting, I believe that this will allow you to feel a lot better, because you are letting a little bit of this out, because it seems to me as if this has been something that you've been keeping in. And Sag, I know that you guys are very easily outspoken when it comes to just, the regular day to day. But when it comes to emotions and it comes to certain upsets emotionally, you tend to withhold those in. So I feel like this is a prompt to really be able to allow some of that to now come out. And I think that with doing that, more people will be able to understand why you act the way that you act and move the way that you do. Okay, so there's a level of needing to vent to create some understanding. Now with the Four of Swords, just like I had intuitively picked up on, some of you, due to maybe past dramas or dramas that you're going through now, this could be external or could be some type of confusion within yourself. There has been, for some of you, a lot of rest that you guys have been participating in. You may have isolated yourself or have ended a particular relationship or relationships with individuals that you may have been quarreling with. But either way, I do see that this is more so of like rest and recovery, some quiet time. But for some of you, this is talking about you being really passive, because with this coming out here, this need to vent about certain circumstances or emotions that you have, or your thoughts on the way certain things went down or certain things that were said to you. This is also the passive card. So some of you might have been taking a more passive stance, is what I want to say, instead of a more expressive type of energy here. So some of you are really, really passive, and this could be the reason why I felt that stagnant energy, because it's like something needs to come out. Something is not being handled accordingly. It's just not being handled at all. All right. So only you know where you stand in this storyline so far. All right. But I do feel like for some of you, there might have been a relationship that ended, and I feel like this is something that was like as of late, like it's already ended, like it recently ended, or it ended quite some time ago, and you never really came to terms with the emotions that you had about it. So it's just like, you've kind of been in some rest and recovery stance, almost a trance, almost to guard yourself from feeling these particular emotions. Now, with the Death card here, this is all about transformation for some of you. It's like transforming out of this passive energy into allowing some of these emotions to come out to yourself, to the appropriate individuals that were involved in this. So it's like something changing, something transforming. For some of you, this ending has prompted this transformation. And you did take some time to recover and step away from this connection, however it might have been or whatever it might have been. And this has caused a real transformation within you. But I'm also seeing that this could have also been something that you weren't quite sure that you were going to be able to recover from. Some of you felt like this situation, again, no matter what it is, I feel like a lot of it does have to do with like love or people that are really close to you, a loss of a connection to someone or individuals. You weren't quite sure if you were really going to be able to bounce back from this, okay? It was very, very hurtful, and you've been finding ways to manage out of it. And it was like, I'm hearing for some of you, it literally felt like the death of you. But there is some healing and there is some transformation that is indicated here. So let's dig a little deeper. Wow, this one came right out. All right. Okay. So yeah, some of you have been trying to run away from the emotions that you feel about this particular person, situation. And it's like, here it is coming back around again. I mean, it's like you're really, really trying to recover from whatever it is that has happened. And it's like, here this person or the situation or these emotions, okay, are coming back to revisit you. Now, if you're a numbers person, number 25 has presented itself. And we're also going to dig just a little bit deeper here and see if there is any additional messages here directly coming from this particular card. Okay, so let's see here. We have disquiet, all right? It says, do you have a vague feeling that something's not quite right? Some worry that doesn't seem to have a specific cause. Trust those feelings of disquiet. It's easy to poo-poo them, especially if other people keep telling you everything is fine. Your intuition is correct. Something is wrong, and it's closer than you think. Examine your work, your home, your health, your relationships, all the areas of concern in your life. Make adjustments as needed. Once you find the obvious problem, the solution will be equally obvious. All right, yeah. I do feel like for some of you, things have not seemed quite right to you because a lot of you have been really repressing these emotions. And now here it is coming back and resurfacing. And you're absolutely right. Something is not right here. And what is happening is that you're literally going through a transformation. But that transformation cannot happen because there are situations and emotions that you have not handled. So here they come again. They're revisiting you, and it might seem like they're bugging you, no pun intended, or it's like, why is this surfacing? Why am I being forced to look at this or forced to feel this? Because you can't heal something if you haven't felt it. So you have to feel it to heal it, okay? And so this is what I am seeing here. It's time to come out of this passive energy and take a real look at what is bothering you. Okay. Yeah. This is what I'm seeing and feeling at this time. There's no running from this anymore, Sag. You know, you need to say the words. You need to feel the feelings so that you can move forward. This is what this is all about. No more passive energy. No more sleeping your worries away. Yeah, it's not comfortable. You don't want to feel this. You don't want to, you know, have this in your waking moments and think about these things. But you would be surprised. Something flipped. You would be surprised at the level of healing you get when you allow yourself to feel. Okay. All right, so you got the be still and listen to the spirits, okay? Right. Because I think for some of you, you might be trying to keep your mind busy, or you're trying to escape. Okay, there's a level of escapism here. Some of you might even be putting these emotions and these people behind you with the Four of Swords and saying, okay, I'm going to put them on ice. I'm going to recover from this by detaching myself from them and ending this connection with them. But at the same time, you need to be still, okay? And you need to really listen to what is going on. Your mind, body, and soul will always tell you when something's not quite right. Now, the number 25 shows up again in another deck, okay? So this is, there's a synchronicity there out there for someone. If this pertains to you, this could be a special birthday. This could be a significant time in your life, an event, something like that. Please go ahead and comment down below. But this card says that it's time to invite and commune with spirit, guides, and ancestors and consider their advice and guidance. Okay? It says this indicates that your willingness and ability to be still and listen will reveal the beauty of your situation. Do not fear. Instead, be willing, okay? Be willing to go into the darkness, Sagittarius, and be grateful and aware of all of the learned lessons and the answers that you seek will come. But you have to be willing to go into the to the deeper, darker sides of your emotions. All right. And you might need a little assistance. You might need to ask spirit or whoever, you know, you pray to or worship. You need to go deep within and ask for this guidance, because it's looking like you're having a difficult time dealing with these emotions. And so you need a little bit of help. You need a little bit of advice when it comes to this. There are some deep rooted issues, pains that need to surface, and it looks like you might need some help with this. Okay, let's look at the goddess advice here. It's definitely not easy going into the darker sides of ourselves. It never truly is, but it's so important and so necessary in order for us to turn the page. Yes, you have the prosperity card, okay? It says, the universe is pouring out its abundance to you. Be open to receiving. Yeah, I mean, you can't be open to receiving new beginnings and prosperity from your next chapter if you're not willing to deal with what has happened or what's before you now, okay? So in order for this prosperity and this these rewards to come in, you have to deal with some ish, okay? You gotta get all the good up and be ready to align with this, but you gotta dig up the old and the nasty and, you know, the not so comfortable. You gotta dig those up and out so that this new can have a place to rest, okay? So we have the eternal flame here, okay? Eternal flame. Yeah, some of you, your heart's literally on fire, okay? Look at this. I do believe that for the collective, this is matters of the heart, all right? Someone here is hurt and has been for a while. It says, an eternal flame glows with you. It is the flame of your internal truth. You are being encouraged to live your truth, Sagittarius. Don't let yourself be swayed by popular beliefs if those beliefs don't resonate with you or are contrary to your own beliefs. The universe is testing your faith in yourself. Will you hold your ground or give in? Consider the right path for another might not necessarily be the right path for you, and the right path for you may not be right for another. Stand firm and you will feel empowered and liberated. Okay, so looking at this from that point of view, all right, it's like whatever you truly, truly believe, there might be an individual or individuals that don't like the fact that you're not marching to the beat of their drum. And that's okay. Don't give in to that. Maybe you had to let somebody go because that was the situation. Maybe someone let you go because that was the situation for them. It just didn't fit. And that is okay. But you need to deal with these emotions and say, you know what? It didn't work. It wasn't meant to work. And that's okay. And move on with that. So if you have any resentments, or if you're feeling like, well, you know, maybe I should have just settled, or maybe you're in a situation where you're settling now and you haven't made this very clear. You haven't made this clear that this is not what you want. Maybe the person, you know, is inflicting some type of pain and you've been really passive and you haven't said it. Okay. And now it's time. Maybe the situation is dead and gone and you feel like, you know, you're still connected to this person in some sort of way. Maybe you do want to take a break, or maybe you have taken a break and this person is asking, you know, are we going to get back together? Are you with someone right now that you just don't want to be with? Are you in a situation that you don't want to be in and you're just not dealing with it in a way that you would want to? You're just being very passive. These are the questions that you need to ask. Regardless of whatever case scenario you fit into that I just kicked out, it's like you got to be true to you. And you still have to deal with it. Like they said, speak your truth. Whoop, your internal truth. We're not taking all of those. You got to speak your internal truth in order for you to be able to move on. All right? Your internal truth is what will set you free. Okay. All right, so we are the ones we've been waiting for. Okay, let's take a look here. Number 14. All right, it says, reach out for help from others while you honor and respect your individuality and your own unique life journey. Balance social time with taking care of your own individual needs, including the need for time out in solitude to hear your inner truths and to renew yourself. My God. Do you not see this? So it's like, yes, seek help from others. And if you don't want to go to like physical people, like we said here, go to your spirit guides, go to your ancestors, reach out to the loved ones on the other side that have passed away. You know, go to, you know, whatever meditative state you go to, if you meditate, if you pray, you know, whatever you need to do to seek advice, but you do need to get to your inner truth. And it looks like for a lot of you, you are in solitude, but you're not dealing with the issues that you need to deal with while you're in solitude. So this again is like, yes, you do need to take some time away. You do need to take some time off, but you need to be doing something with that time. You need to be dealing and healing. Okay. Number 12. Test all opinions, advice, research, and alleged facts according to your own intuition and instinct. Select that which is helpful for you and notice that which is best cast aside. Even if just for a time, seek information and assistance from those that you feel can assist you, and yet place no human advisor above the ultimate divine authority, which will guide you on how to proceed through a deep inner knowing. Okay, I mean, this is a reoccurring theme now. All right. They're saying, yes, you can get some advice, but if you start to get advice from people and it just doesn't feel right, like something doesn't feel right, okay? Or maybe you guys have been seeking advice from individuals that you thought that, was really good information, really helpful, and that led you down a path to lose something or someone. All right, it's time for you to really, really understand that some advice that you receive is not sage advice. It's not advice that will ever work for you because the perspective of, the person and what they've gone through. This is why they said there is no one person, no one human, like I say in the beginning of this reading, use your own discernment, that can ever give you that would be better than the advice of the divine. Okay, your spirit guides. God, if you pray to God, whoever spiritually is connected to you or connected in a way that you feel connected, if it is a human being, or if the advice that a human being does give to you really speaks to your soul and on a soul level there's something to that, then take that advice. But something needs to give here. And this is all about being an individual, but still getting the advice and the help that you need.